My name is Martin Hewitt, I'm 31 years old and I'm from Cheshire. My role was a commissioned officer in the parachute regiment, and in that role at the time we were responsible for engaging with the enemy forces and driving them out of certain areas to enable ISAF forces and non-governmental agencies to try and improve the infrastructure for the local population. And during a routine patrol we were involved in a firefight. My job in essence was to lead paratroopers in that firefight and to destroy the enemy position. And in the process of trying to achieve that, I was shot in the upper part of the chest, which resulted in a paralysis of the right arm. And down here now I've got a significant scarring, which is trying to rectify some of the problems that caused. The bullet severed the brachial artery, which is the main artery supplying blood flow to the right arm. So I had arterial bleeding, and it also simultaneously severed all of the nerves to the right arm, which rendered the limb paralysed, collapsed the lung, and then shattered the scapula, the bone at the back of the shoulder capsule, before the bullet left the body. I was extracted via a helicopter with a medical evacuation team on there to Camp Bastion. I had 2 life-saving operations in Camp Bastion, which took around 10 hours. And I was then flown back to Selly Oak Hospital in Birmingham. I stayed in Selly Oak for just under 2 months, where I underwent a further series of operations. I think initially I didn't really understand the severity of the injury. I think because the limb was still there, I thought, well, it's still there, it will start working soon, and I can get back out and continue with my job. I thoroughly enjoyed my job, and all I could think about was getting back to command my soldiers again. Over time, the severity of the injury became apparent, and that is quite devastating mentally. You really, when you're in any job that you love, the last thing you want to do is be taken away from that. And that was quite difficult to comprehend. I wanted to move on, and I wanted to try and continue to achieve things. In order to do that, I needed something else to put the energy and drive that you have in the military into. What I particularly like about working with the wounded is the opportunity that we presented to demonstrate that if you've got the right attitude and you're willing to push yourself post-injury, you'd be quite surprised at what you can achieve. And it's not easy, and I say that in the knowledge that my injury pales into insignificance in comparison to some. I've got a number of friends who are now triple amputees, tetraplegic, quadriplegic, and existing from day to day with that level of disability is hard, exceptionally hard. But you'd be amazed at what you can go on to achieve if you're willing to push yourself, and that requires a great deal of determination on the individual's part. And if we, through these expeditions, can encourage one person to push themselves a little bit harder, to maximise their recovery, to maximise the prospect of a brighter future for themselves, then I'll be extremely happy. You're going to face obstacles every day with an injury. You get around an obstacle, you climb over it, and if you can't, you smash yourself right way through it. But you don't quit, you keep going.